So if we look at this, this says f of x times g of x. You're just going to add these two together. And then combine like terms. Okay, so this says f. What is our f function? Which one goes with f? Yeah, x squared plus 2 plus, what is my g? Negative 4x minus 2. Okay, so what can I combine? What can get put together? The 2. So what is negative 2 and a positive 2 going to give you? 0. So we're going to have x squared minus 4x. And you can say plus 0, minus 0, or you don't have to put the 0 at all. Okay, that's totally up to you. And this one is completed. Okay, what's the difference on the next one? It's subtraction. Okay, so again, we're going to say f minus g, well, this in this case it's g and x, or g, h minus g, okay, and you need to use parentheses. Need to use parentheses, okay? Your second step is going to be to change all the signs in the second parentheses. Okay, and then lastly, combine your like terms. Okay, so if we look at this, what is my h? It says h minus g. What's my h?
X squared.
Good. X squared minus 2. And then we're going to say minus g. What's my g? X minus 3. Okay, and then it says change all the signs in the second parentheses, okay? So the first set of parentheses is going to stay the same, x squared minus 2. The second set, what's going to be the very first thing? Okay, the second set, we're going to change all the signs. So right now this is a positive x, so it's going to be a negative x. This is a negative 3, so what's it going to become? A positive 3. Okay, we're changing all the signs. And then lastly, we look at this and say, well, what can we combine?
The 2 and 3.
The 2 and the 3. Okay, and what is negative 2 and a positive 3 going to give me? 1. Okay, this one, what is it? Multiplication. How can we tell it's multiplication? The dot, okay? So we're going to put them both in the parentheses, f and g, just like that. Okay, so my f is what? 3n. What is my g? 4. And this one is definitely easier than some. You're definitely going to get a harder one like 6. But so if you need some help today doing 6, I'll help you. Okay, what is 3 times 4? 12. How many n's are there? 2. Okay, on some of these you're going to put the f and g, and you're going to, and I'm going to show you right now, you're going to FOIL. So you're going to multiply this and this. And and then you're gonna do this one and this one. Okay, and then you're gonna combine like terms. Okay, so have that little graph on your paper because most of them are not gonna be like the one we just did. I didn't realize it was so easy. Okay, the next one is what? What is number 7? Division. Okay, the division are pretty easy. So see how this says G divided by F? It's going to go G over F. Okay, so what is my G? 4A plus 2 over, what's my F? A squared plus 2A. And it's done. Okay, the composition. Okay, we start from the number, we work from the right to the left. Okay, so in this case, you're going to plug 0 in to F. Okay, so my F function is negative t minus 5. Everywhere there's a t, I'm going to be putting what? 0, because it says 0 right here. Okay, so we're going to say 0. Okay, what is negative 0 minus 5? Negative 5. Okay, now you're going to take this and plug into the other one. Okay, which so happens to be G. Okay, so you're going to have negative 5. Actually, I'm going to write the equation out. Negative, or t squared plus 4t. So it's going to look like negative 5 squared plus 4 times negative 5. We're putting those in parentheses. Okay, and type that on your calculator, see what you get. Negative 45? Does somebody agree? You're gonna make this take all day. Is that what you guys got? Was negative 45? Nobody? I'll wait. I ain't got nowhere to be. You're gonna get stuck taking stuff home. 4 to 0 to 1 and 2. You got that too? Okay. Okay, 11, we're going to start finding factors of 392. So you're going to type it on your calculator, 392 divided by 2. Did that work? Huh? So 2 and 196. Okay, and then you're going to say divide that by 2. $98, so 2 and 98. You're going to divide that by 2. 2 and 49. And then that's going to give you 7 and 7. What are the only numbers you're allowed to circle and group? Remember, what was those magic numbers? 2, 3, 5, and 7. Okay, So we can circle them. Okay, and then in this case, because if there's no number here, what number is there? Anybody remember? Take a guess.
Oh,
2. There's a 2 there. That means we can pull in groups of 2. So what can go in a group of 2?
2 and 7.
The 2s and then the 7s. Okay, so where do those go? Inside or outside?
Out.
Outside. Okay, so we're gonna have a 2 from this guy and a 2 from this guy. Who can't go?
2.
The 2. Okay, what do we do with these on the outside? Multiply them. So 2 times 7 is gonna be 14 square root of 2. Okay, the next one works the same. Start with that 256. What are some factors of 256?
2 and
2 divided by 3 or 2?
You try it by 2 first and see if that works. If 2 doesn't work, then try 3. 2 and what?
128.
128 divided by 2. 64? Okay, 64.
2 and 32.
2 and 32. 32. 2 and 16. 2 and 8. 2, 4. 2, 2. Okay, so see how there's a baby 3 on the outside? That means we're pulling in groups of 3 this time. So how many groups of 3 can I do, of 2s? So here's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so on the outside I got those 2s. Who cannot go? These ones, okay? They cannot go, so they're gonna go back on the inside. And again, what do we do with those? Multiply them. So we're gonna have 4, and then make sure you put that baby 3, 4 on the inside. Okay, and then we also have letters. How many N's do I have? 2, right? 1, 2. How many groups of those guys can go? None, because we gotta pull in groups of 2. Okay, so they can't go, so they're gonna have to go back on the inside. There's about 10 left. 896. It's gonna be pretty long, so draw small. What's some factors of 896? 448, okay.
2 and 2, 24.
Good,
2, 112.
good.
2 and 56.
Good.
2 and 28.
2 and 28. 2 and 14. 2 and 7. Okay, what are we taking these in groups of what this time? In 7. So, how many groups of 2s can go? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Okay, so he's gonna go on the inside or outside? Outside. Who can't go? The 7. Okay, and then put your baby 7 here on the outside. Okay, how many X's do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many groups of those guys can go?
7.
1 group. Okay, so and then what about the leftover guy? Where's he gonna go?
Inside.
Inside. Okay, how many Y's do I have? 1. How many groups of those guys can go?
0.
None. So where's he gonna go?
Inside.
Inside. Good. Okay, the next section on here, we're writing in radical form. Okay, so if we have this, we're gonna have a number to the A over B, and that's gonna convert to like this. The number's gonna go here, okay? And then the top part is gonna go on the inside, and this is gonna be the B. Okay, so it's kind of just matching up, okay? So, because it says do it in radical form, that means we're gonna need the radical. What's our big number? 5. Okay, which number is gonna go on the inside? 7. So we can match this up. See how this is on top? Okay, and that's A, so that means it's gonna go on the inside. So 7 and then 4. Okay, 19 is the same thing. We're gonna draw our radical on the inside. Okay, you do need to keep those parentheses. So 5x. What number is gonna go on the inside? 3. Outside. 2. Now, we know if there's no number on the radical, what number is it? 2. Okay, so we don't actually need to put the 2 there. Okay, so, because if you're taking your test and because it's like multiple choice, okay, and you don't see your answer, it's because the 2 doesn't actually go there. Okay. Okay, we're writing these ones in exponential form. So what's our big number? What's the big number? 3. Okay, so we're going to say 3. What number is going to go on the top? 5. What number is going on the bottom? 2, right? There's no number there, so there's a 2 there. Mm-hmm. Okay, same thing. We're going 2K, and you do need parentheses. What number is going on the top?
3.
Uh-uh,
I meant 2.
1. Okay, so on the inside, if there's no number, it's a 1. On the outside, it's a 2. Okay, and then what's going on the bottom? 3. Good. Okay, so for simplifying radicals, okay, in order to add or subtract, they need to have the same number under the radical. Okay, if they don't, then simplify it first. Okay, so if we look at 25, are they the same underneath both? Yeah, so then we can add the outsides together. So, right here you got a 1 and a 1 really in front of those. So what is 1 plus 1? 2. So it's going to be 2 square root 3. Okay, if we look at 27, do they have the same number underneath? No. Okay, so we need to simplify. The 6 can't go any further, but the 24 can. So you do it just like we did the other page. So 24 is going to be 2, 12, 2, 6, 2, 3. So who can go?
The 2.
A group of 2s. Okay, so this part we have not changed anything. So you're going to have negative 2 square root 6 minus, what number is going to go on the outside? The 2. Okay, what's going to go back on the inside? 2 and 3. And what do you do with those? Multiply them. So what is that going to be? 6. Okay, now, do they have the same number underneath the radicals? Yes, so now we can add the outsides together. What is negative 2 minus 2? Huh? Negative 4 square root 6. We got 3 left. Okay, look at 29. Do they have the same numbers underneath? No. Okay, they all 3 would have to have the same number. Okay, so we can simplify this 45. So it's going to be 5 and 9, 3 and 3. So who can go? the 3's, who can't go?
Five.
The 5. So this is gonna look like 2, because they're original 2's right here. 3 square root 5. The other one is gonna look like, because it's a 45, 45 really becomes a 3 square root 5. Okay, so it's gonna be minus 3 square root 5. Okay, what do we do with that 2 and 3 at the very beginning? Right here, multiply. So it's really gonna be 6 square root 5 minus 3 square root 5 minus 3 square root 5. Okay, and now it's just a matter of typing. What is 6 minus 3 minus 3?